I want to ask you a really important question. Are you one of the 75% of American workers who has felt burnt out, has experienced the symptoms of burnout? And how do you even know that you're burnt out? So I lived with burnout for many years, and I didn't ever admit to myself that I was burnt out because I loved what I did. I adored my work and I felt like I was living my purpose. So how in the world could I be burnt out if I was living my dharma and doing the things that I'm meant to be doing and taking care of other people? Well, I sat down this morning and contemplated that and wrote down many signs and many symptoms of burnout. And I want to share some of those with you today because burnout is a real thing. It affects your ability to be fully present at work, to be able to love your work and stay passionate about it. So some of the signs that I see of burnout are things like giving all you've got to your clients, but not doing the same things for yourself. Or not taking time to care for yourself. Like there are massage therapists who never get a massage, right? There are healers out there who do such great healing work for their clients, but never take the time to actually heal themselves, to be able to really keep progressing in their profession. And that's really who I'm talking to. I mean, again, 75% of American workers have experienced burnout. That's an insane amount of our population experiencing burnout. But who I'm talking to today are really those healers, the people who truly love and adore their work and really make a difference in other people's lives. When we get burnt out, it's like the worst kind of burnout because we can't fulfill our soul's dharma if we're coming from a place of empty, if we're coming from a place of burnout. Okay, so next, wondering, why in the hell am I still doing this? I'm not making enough money. I'm exhausting myself. I'm not sleeping very well. I'm not taking care of my family as much as I want to be able to take care of them. I'm not taking care of myself very well. I'm not present with my kids when I'm with my kids. I'm thinking about work when I'm at home, and I'm thinking about home when I'm at work. Has anybody ever experienced that? Maybe you find yourself skipping meals or thinking that your smoothie is really going to be all you need to be able to get through that day. So your diet is going downhill, or maybe you're just snacking, like grabbing and going and not really eating very healthy. You feel guilty when you actually take time to care for yourself and you do the things that are good for you. Like I would go get a massage every 2 weeks. Like I was on it. I was consistent. I went and had chiropractic treatments. I had acupuncture when I needed it. I meditated. I did all of these amazing things for myself, but I was still feeling exhausted and worn out. I was still burning myself out. I was burning myself out at both ends, doing all the really good things, but they weren't filling me up as much as everything else was emptying me out. So there's another sign, not sleeping very well. You know, you're doing all of your sleep rituals, you're taking melatonin, and you're still waking up in the middle of the night thinking about work. You've got imposter syndrome. Has anybody ever felt this imposter syndrome where you don't trust in your abilities? You don't trust in the value of your work. You know you're really good at it, and yet somehow you just can't value it. You can't own it. And so you feel like an imposter doing this. And there's just all kinds of self-doubt eating you from the inside out. And the thing that I find is that the biggest source of burnout is when there's incongruency within us, when there is a part of us that knows how badass we are at what we do and how amazing we are at our work. And the other part is imposter syndrome. And the other part is telling you that you're not good enough. And you've got these inner conflicts happening. And it's real. That's where the burnout is really coming from. Yes, it's physical burnout from doing too much, but the reason we do too much is because of these inner conflicts. And those inner conflicts sound like self-judgment and self-criticism. It's feeling like you've done enough work. You're good. You're just going to help everybody else now. So you don't really want to look at your problems. You don't want to look at those inner emotional conflicts, and it is wearing you out. It's all surface level self-care stuff. Oh, here's another great symptom. When you feel like you can't relax when you're off of work, when you come home from work and you can't let go of what the day had for you. You can't unplug, you can't disconnect. Or even when you go on vacation, like, oh my gosh, you just need a vacation and you can't relax on that vacation. Has anybody ever been there? I bet you have experienced that at some point. You're really good at holding space for other people, but not really great at holding space for yourself. Another huge thing that healers do to take on burnout is to take on other people's energies. You don't have a strong enough energy system for yourself. And so it's getting kind of bombarded with everybody else's crap. You're feeling stuck. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go for help. Like, everybody comes to you for help. Your family doesn't understand you, so you can't go to them. Your clients, you can't go to them. Your friends, maybe they're supportive, maybe they're not. Who do you go to for help? And you're feeling lost and stuck. And you love what you do, but you've got all this inner conflict going on, feeling stuck, feeling lost, feeling like I want to take care of myself, but I can't seem to find the time to do it. I never have enough time. All of these things are leading to you wearing yourself out like nobody's business. Okay? Now, you are strong and you are resourceful and you can push through just about any of this, right? You can keep going at this pace. But my question for you is, how long? How long can you keep doing this work at the pace that you're doing it and feeling like you're getting nowhere, feeling like you're treading water, but you are putting out so much energy? Okay, so what do you do about this? What do you do about all the things of burnout? Well, you've tried taking care of yourself better, but that's just not working. You've tried better sleep rituals, and that's not helping. You've tried all of these surface level things. So let's get under the surface and let's dive into the problem. So whatever it is that's wearing you out, you have got to stop. It's number one, stop. You have got to allow yourself to see clearly what is actually happening for you. What is burning you out? And be really honest with yourself. And next, number two is love. Love yourself, okay? Because you're being really honest with yourself, and this is uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar to your subconscious mind and your conscious mind to feel clearly what's burning you out because you've been ignoring it for a really long time. Okay, so you have to stop and see it. And next, you have to love it, okay? Burnout happens because we ignore the messages that our bodies, our energy, our minds, our hearts, our spirits have been sending us for quite a long time. And we need to stop, take a deep breath, and say, wow, I love you. Wow, I feel this burnout coming from overextending myself, from not taking support, from somebody just offering to take something off my plate and I said, no, thank you, I've got this. That's causing me burnout. And I just want to say, wow, okay, I acknowledge that. I see it now. And I love you. Gosh, you've been doing this for so long. I love you. You've done this work by yourself for so long. Whatever you need to say, but let that part of you know it is loved. It is not being ignored any longer. It is fully loved. And the third step, so we've got stop, we've got love, and we've got surrender. Okay, so the third step is, are you willing to let go of what you have been holding on to that's causing the burnout? Yes or no? Are you willing to let it go? Can you go back to that person who just offered you a little bit of support and say, yes, I will take you up on that. I don't have to do it all by myself anymore. I'm going to set that one down. I don't have to do it all by myself anymore. All right. Are you willing to surrender and let go of the thought patterns that have been keeping you in this same loop of, I'm not good enough, so I have to prove myself? Or is it possible for you to set down you feeling like you have to be the savior for other people to value you? These inner conflicts That's what we are surrendering. It's also surrendering the habits associated with those. But we're getting down to the roots of it here, gang. We are not just going to go on the surface, because when you just touch the surface layer of what's showing up, it rarely makes the difference in your life. It rarely solves this problem of burnout. And burnout is so deeply rooted into your beingness at this moment, your conditioning, that we have to recondition it. That's all. We recondition it with love. We set down the fear, we set down the anxiety and the stress and the pressure that we put on ourselves. We set down the perfectionism. We set down the imposter syndrome. We set down feeling not good enough. And we love. So I kind of like to wrap it up with love. You know, it's that middle step, but also it feels really good once you have set that down to then come back and go like fill yourself up with love. So whatever you just put down, whatever weight you just released from yourself, can you now fill that void with more love? That, my dear friends, is the secret of coming through burnout and feeling so much better on the other side of it. Oh my gosh, like the results of this last year. So I dealt with burnout for a really long time, you guys. And it wasn't until last year, November of 2020, that my spirit guides asked me to say, they said, Mindy, you have to set down fear. This is the thing you have to let go of this. You have to surrender it. And since I have been consciously surrendering that and coming into a new rhythm with that experience, I'm more confident. I mean, I've always been a confident woman, just like you guys are. You're confident. You show this world exactly what it needs to see. And there's inner conflict with that. Like there's a part of you that is all confident and there's a part of you that self-doubts, right? And since I have been consciously practicing this and overcoming my own burnout, I'm like more passionate again. I was losing my zest and my passion for the work that I did. I mean, I loved what I did and I was so tired and so worn out. And it's so important to be able to truly love yourself. And when you do, you're going to start making more money. You're going to start feeling free to be you, free to be the most authentic, courageous, joyful, happy version of you. You're going to feel more capable. You're going to have the ability to make the decisions that need to be made and be clear enough to make them, confident enough to make them. You're going to feel more meaningfulness in your relationships. Oh my gosh, you're going to be able to connect deeply to your clients, to your spouse, to your kids, to your extended family, all of it. It all gets better by getting underneath the surface and down into the roots. And it's not hard work. It's not scary work. Sometimes it's a little scary, but it helps to have a friend on your side, a guide or a mentor or coach on your side to walk you through that over that bridge of fear. And, you know, that's what I get to do. Like, this has just been the most interesting journey over the last couple of years with COVID, with my guides asking me to set down fear. Like, good Lord, I've had fear my whole life. I love fear. I didn't realize I love fear until I was like forced to set it down and not have it anymore. You don't need it anymore. And if we get down to the roots and we do this work together, if you do this work with somebody that you love and you trust, then they will love and trust you. And I see the best in you. And I can see how you can go from here where you are over that bridge of fear into the most amazing version of you, the most vibrant version of you. That's what we do. And so I've got a couple of fun offers. I've got a holiday coaching offer right now that is insane. It's for one-on-one coaching and it's so affordable. If you buy one, it's $99. You buy two, it's $88 each, etc. So just check out mindyarbuckle.com/links. And the holiday coaching offer is there. But also in January, if you really want to get down to the surface, under the surface and down into these roots, then check out the Burnout Solution. This is the program that I'm putting together for January of next year so that we can hit the ground running and make 2022 the best year of our lives. No matter what, no matter if COVID continues to, rule the world or anything else. You as a healer are being called to clear the crap, to really embody your greatness, and to do this through love and through passion. And so that's what we're doing with the Burnout Solution. It's amazing, starting in January next year. I'll have more information about that, but thank you, Spencer, for believing in me. I believe in you as well. I believe that we as humans are here at this moment in time to wake up to our highest potential, to wake up to our highest nature, and to use that to uplift this world and to solve the problems that we face. It's to do it through the soul and through the heart, not through the head and through force and through power and through anger and fear, but to put those things down and to clear the burnout so that we can feel our vital, happy, enormous, gigantic greatness selves. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to add them in the comments. I will answer everybody personally. And I really look forward to seeing you in one-on-one coaching this next month or two. And then in January, we've got the Burnout Solution starting, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, you guys, I will see you all very soon. And if you need anything from me in the meantime, please feel free to DM me or to be able to just leave a comment in the comment boxes below. Mwah, mwah, mwah.